Good evening and welcome to another Simply Colorful Fibercast. Today's date is February 26th, 20. My name is Lynn Marquidant and I'm your host. Grab your project and come sew with me, or do whatever you like to do to unwind on a Friday or night or a Saturday morning. Whatever you'd like to do, this is all about just us having fun together and seeing what we can accomplish. I used to say saying what we could accomplish in 60 minutes, but sometimes we don't go that long anymore. Sometimes it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes, but in any event, we always accomplish something. So welcome. I'm so glad to see you're out there. Hi, Carol. I am doing great. Oh, an embroidery machine. That's wonderful. Tote bags. Wow. Oh, that's wonderful. Hi, Leah, out on the West Coast. So tonight, I am starting a new project. You might be able to see over here on my design wall. I'm not quite done with this red quilt, but I'm liking it, and my husband is not liking it at all. Let me show you. So it's a good thing I'm not giving it to him. Remember, I was going to make this for him, and then I never got to it in time. Oh, I'm dropping my pins. And it still has all of the paper on the back. Over the last two Fibercasts, we've been making this one. And it's wild. And I showed it to Bob and I said, would you give this to anyone? Do you like it? And he said no. He didn't like it at all, and yet I think it's kind of cool. So I'm going to put one more strip down because I found just a plain red background. I'm not going to use this red and white stripe. That was too much. So one more strip, and it's done. But we're not going to work on this tonight because I wanted to work on something else. Oh, hello there, everyone. So good to see you. Hi, Kimberly from Laundered Cotton. Sue, hello, Maggie, Kathy. Oh, thank you, Carol. Carol thinks it looks great. Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight is all using a layer cake. And I've already, this is a smallish one that I bought at a show somewhere, I think. So it only has 20 squares. But I was inspired by the Missouri Star and Jenny Doan. You know, she has all those wonderful tutorials on the Missouri Star quilt site and on YouTube. And I'm inspired to make her Sky Light quilt that she was advertising, I think, as recently as today or yesterday. So here we go. I've got these squares. And I'm going to pick a light one and a dark one that I like, that will give us some contrast that I like together. Oh, and the question is, are we making this for St. Patrick's Day or for Christmas? And we'll see what it looks like. I think there might be too much red. It might be Christmas, but we'll see. Okay. So I have two of these together. I'm going to try and get them as lined up as I can. And then, oh, they're a pretty good representation of size. Okay, this is good. Isn't it funny? I'm not showing you the end product. Hi, Allie. Good morning. Back from a quick road trip, 5 days, getting the van ready for a big road trip. I like the scrap quilt. Thank you. And oh, I'm jealous. Have fun on that trip. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, how wonderful. From Wisconsin. Nice to see you. And thanks for saying hi. Okay, so I'm making 3 different blocks. Oh, and my iPad's about to run out of juice. So I wanted to tell you what happened on this day in history. I know I'm mixing it up, but I wanted to catch you before it went back. Back in 1993, the World Trade Center was bombed. Not the big one, but it was in a parking garage. This was cool. In 1919, 2 national parks were preserved 10 years apart. And so we may have even said this. Maybe we've done this on another year on this same date. But on this year in 1919, both the Grand Canyon was established in 1919 on this date. And then 10 years later, the Grand Tetons in 1929. Ugh. I've been to the Grand Canyon. It's awesome. It's aptly named, and I've not been to the Tetons, but it's on my list. Theodore Roosevelt designated more than 800,000 acres of the Grand Canyon as a national monument. It was designated a national park under Woodrow Wilson in February of 26 of 1919. 10 years later, it was President Calvin Coolidge who signed into law a bill passed by both houses to form the Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. So here's to some of the most stunning scenery in the United States. So for anyone who's been there, good for you. That's awesome. What are some most magnificent, beautiful places in the world that you have seen? We can start to dream about these things again. I think this vaccine is working. Okay, 3, 3, 4. In fact, we had fun today. Our nephew, Tim, was scheduled to get married in June last year. And his wedding has been moved and then moved. So it's been moved twice. And now for sure, they're getting married June 26th up in New Hampshire. So today we were checking out hotels. 3. He's getting married at Mount Washington Hotel, the Omni there. It looks beautiful. And okay, that should be 4 by 4, almost. Close enough. Can you see this? So now I just switched the inside block. And now I'm going to sew that together. So it was so fun to hi Joanne, to just dream about going away. Not that we have our vaccine yet. Oh, I keep hearing of people getting their vaccine. I'm so happy for you. Oh, changed my foot. There's that. You know what I'm going to do while I'm here? We're going to make 2 of these at the same time. Okay, do I have my Been taking some walks. This week was beautiful around here. Hi, Cherish. Nice to see that you're out there. How are you? You're out in Colorado, right? How has your sewing machine been acting? Does it still make the noise? Speaking of machines, do you still have olive oil? Ha ha! You have a good memory. No. Well, this one, yes, it's still squeaking. So I was just reminded as I was running it that next week I have to figure that out. No, I do not have olive oil. I gave most of my machines to the Westboro school system, to a teacher there right before the lockdown. So thank you for asking. That one, we never could get the timing quite right. I didn't have Marquet close to me and she could do it. Of course, Marquet is in Kentucky. So I still have a couple of my old ones. Like I have my Singer 401 slant. I still have my featherweight. I still have like several machines. But no, thanks for asking, Carol. I don't have olive oil. That was the one we got at the Broomfield Fair, and it came with a cool little oiling can. And it was, what was it, $40? Either $20 or $40. I think it was $40. And I didn't have it, so I ran over to Bob. We were leaving Brimfield, and I asked him for $40 because I was going to buy an oil can, and he said okay. I didn't tell him that the oil can came with an old 1950s Japan-made sewing machine, which was just beautiful. It was blue. Now that sounded pretty good. No squeaking, but okay. Don't do that. See how I made two? In fact, this week I went to a customer's house and I picked up t-shirts. I'm going to make her a t-shirt quilt. She's a marathon runner, and she has gathered about 30 t-shirts from various races she's done throughout the country. So Big Sur, the Florida Keys, the Bay of Fundy up in Canada, all these different places. And she said this summer, if all goes well with the vaccine, she's going to go do a marathon in the Grand Tetons in Wyoming. Doesn't that sound amazing? Not the marathon part, but seeing the Grand Tetons. Okay, so there it is. I think it's supposed to measure 9 by 9, which it does pretty much. Okay, so there's one. Let's do this one. Talk about easy. There are 3 different squares that we're going to make, types of squares. So it looks a little modern. Speaking of modern, has anyone other than Jean and I think Kathleen doing the Parallel Universe mystery? That is spectacular. Jean, I would love. I guess the last clue was just released. So that was the one that was designed by 3 different designers, one of whom was Ebony Love from Love Bug Studios. I think I mentioned it last week. And Jean sent me a picture of it, and it's amazing. I don't want to share it just in case. I don't want to ruin anyone's surprise. And if you want to check it out, it's called Parallel Universe Mystery Quilt. But that's really modern with some amazing Hi, Gypsy's mom. Looks like the exact blocks Jenny Doan did this morning. It is. It is. Yep. She called it Skylight, the Skylight quilt. So go to her YouTube. This is Missouri Star, Jenny Doan. I'm purposefully, to tell you the truth, I'm not giving sizes, although I did just tell you what the finished size would be. Because it is her pattern. I'm just happen to be doing it here on a Friday night. And I love Missouri Star. Okay. Right. So Gypsy's mom, you know what the other two blocks look like, don't you? Oh, Jean's out there. Jean, they are doing another one. Highly recommend them. I've learned a ton, way outside my comfort zone. Oh, that is great, Jean. Excellent. Parallel universe. Right? Carol, have you ever made any more dolls lately? I've not. Hi, Linda Griffin. Carol, looks like the exact block. Yep. Carol, what about a few drops of oil? Well, I've been giving it. The only places I oil this one are in here. And I don't, and the squeak sounds like it's coming from over here somewhere. Okay, now let's do a second block. Now watch, I'm going to get them all mixed up. Ooh, here we go. This and that. By the way, when I say mixed up, I took my 20 blocks. I don't know if I even mentioned this. And I put them into 2 piles of 10, the lightest 10 and the darkest 10. And now when I'm putting 2 that look good together, they'll have the most contrast. That's the only reason. And I guess if I was being really smart, I could do more than just one switch. Like I could cut out a couple. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so this one's a good 10 by 10. The light is shining. Okay. So we have that one and that one. And then two. Okay. And there we go. I'm similarly going to do 2 at the same time. So what else has everyone been up to? Are you feeling somewhat optimistic? I did get a lot of string blocks done, Linda. Yes, and it's all sewn together. I've decided to put one more strip down because I found another piece of red minky that's bigger and wider, so I'm just going to use that. And yeah, I like it. I was saying that I auditioned it. I showed my husband, kind of knowing that he wouldn't go for it. And he really was quite vocal about the fact that he thought it was awful. So that's kind of funny. Fine. Next time he's cold, he won't use it. But I guess the question is, oh, Deb says optimistic second vaccine tomorrow. That is such good news. I think my mother, I don't know if she's out there. I think hers is March 2nd, I think. So that's next week. Speaking of March coming up, we have some birthdays to recognize. Sue, happy birthday. And Linda, get ready. We still have time to wish you a happy birthday. We have one more week, right? But yes, I'm so glad you're optimistic, Deb. I love the disheveled look in a quilt. I just got my second shot on Wednesday. Oh, Linda, that's great. Me too. This is a good block for if you're going somewhere sewing with friends and you don't need to think very much. This is a good one. Actually, it'd be perfect at a Missouri Star quilt retreat. And then we have this one that we already have ready before we even. Oh, Linda, I can't wait to see. Oh, congratulations, Joanne. And Stephanie, yay. That is great. Enjoy every minute of it. There we go. I like these fabrics. They're a little old. Oh, let me cut it. This one's a little off. There we go. There's that one. Oh, you can't see these all, can we? And then this one. And there's another one. So as we make all of these, now you can imagine how they'll all go together. They'll look somewhat random. Now let's do the third kind. I think I'll do, I should put them all together so that I know what they're going to look like. That's a neat one. No, I need, there we go. Smaller pattern that's more uniform. Oh, not quite square, are they? There we go. Okay. I'm going to do the same. Again, if you just tuned in, this is a Jenny Doan Missouri Star pattern, Missouri Quilt Company pattern, and you can go to their website or their YouTube channel, and it is called Skylight Quilt. And it's so easy, even I can remember the directions for what to cut. Now we're making a third square. It looks like that. Bye. Christina, hi. Hi, Mom. Yep. Leah, I agree. Yes, this is my mask I have on. Whoops. It's new jewelry. Okay. Do this. Hi, Marcella. Hi, Angela. Ooh. Oh. So Inspired Quilts in Simsbury, Connecticut. Oh, you went there, Deb. That's right. Oh, you said that that's your favorite. There we go. Today I guess it's been a few days. I'm thinking about gardening. And that immediately makes me think of Sue Norton over in Chicago. Kathy Klein, I wonder if you ever see Sue Norton or used to at quilting events. I sure hope this vaccine is working. Oh. Uh-oh, did I do that wrong? I did. I'm glad I caught it. The whole idea is you want a block floating in the middle of the rest of your fabric. And I need a new seam ripper because this one is so dull. Oh, there's talk about doing a mystery quilt. Ooh, hope the vaccine works too. I'm so wanting to go on a retreat sewing. A retreat, among other things. I know it. I did send Jean my deposit for a retreat for next January. So January of 2022. We'll see. Okay, so let's do this again. This is what I want. I want to sew those together. And I'll do this one while we're here. So this is a good fast quilt, isn't it? If you need one in a pinch. Let's see. So I'm going to end up with 20 squares? No, 40 squares. So if I did 5 by 6, 6 by 6, I could even do 6 by 6. It'll be a lap quilt. Are the blocks you are working on going to be another great quilt? I'm thinking maybe, Linda. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Probably not, or definitely not in time for St. Patrick's Day. But yes, so congratulations to our 2 winners so far. If anyone out there is new to Fibercast and wonders what the Great Quilt is, we're doing a grateful 8-year. How about going? Oh, giving someone a hug. No kidding. Looking forward to quilt retreats again after a year of solitude. I get my second shot March 8th. Wonderful, Kathy. That's great. So this is our 8th year of Fibercast, and so we're giving away 8 quilts this year to patrons of Fibercast. If you want to become a patron, go to www.patreon.com/simplycolorful. patreon.com/simplycolorful. And if you sign up for as little as $2 a month, you can get in on, we have 6 more drawings for this year. And congratulations to Linda up in Canada and Kathleen right here in Massachusetts. They won the first 2 quilts. Yeah, I have, remember the Tula Pink monkey wrench quilt we made a few weeks ago? I have that one ready to bind. I'm thinking that will be a giveaway one. I think Ann Hayward liked that one, so. And she's a patron, but we've joked that patrons, if you win a quilt that you don't much like, I'm sure you can trade it with another patron. Whoops. And it's your quilt to do whatever you want with it. There's that one. Well, that's kind of cool. And there's that one. So we've made 6 squares. Look at that. You can see how they start to look different when we put them together. Don't have my design wall, do I? Okay. Let's do 2 more. Let's see. So I've got my darks and my lights. No, I'm going to put them all together now. I think that's a good one, because now it's occurring to me that some might look better with them than others. Why, hello, Pat. Things are a little slow in Lower Alabama. I'm not scheduled for my first shot until May 25th. Wow, but at least you've got something scheduled. Oh, Marcella, that's awesome. People are getting their shots. Ah. Okay, that one's together. That one's together. Here in Massachusetts, they've only opened it up so far. They did over 75 and over 75. Then they did over 65 and 2 or more comorbidities. I think that's where they're at now for another 2 or 3 more weeks, hopefully. And then they should open it to another level, I think, based on job role. I wish they'd do it by age, and hopefully then Bob and I would be in that next age group. But, well. So what do you guys think about how these go together? That one might go together. Both a little busy. Oh, okay. That'll go. Ooh, we have a fair number of reds. Okay, so that'll go. That one. Okay, good enough. Oh, Joanne, I know. Vermont just opened up 65 and up as of this coming Monday. Okay. Educators in Colorado are getting ours. Oh, congratulations, Cherish. That is great. Good, good, good. Oh, I like that one. That's a fun one. Connecticut just changed their rules, change it to age groups and not comorbidities. That's interesting. I thought I heard that. I'd love it if they did that here. Maybe things will open up now that the Johnson & Johnson vaccine has been approved for emergency use. Who in their wildest dreams would have thought that everyone in the world would be talking about the same thing and dealing with the same thing? Sorry, that just hit me again. The thought that we're all doing this, still amazing. Anyway, what else is new? Carol, to answer your question, I've not made a doll lately. I had a great Textile Tarts get together I think it was last Saturday. Loved seeing everyone and hearing what they're doing, but no dolls. To tell you the truth, the machine quilting division is pretty busy. So as a result, I don't do too much other than this on Friday nights. But believe me, I'm having lots of fun. Is anyone else this? I'm starting to get to that point thinking, what am I going to do with these things I make? Thus the giveaway this year. But, I wish I was a good knitter or I could stick with it long enough to make lots of socks, because I love socks. I know people who would love socks, and I would do that and give them away. But they take a long time, and I'm just not a proficient knitter. Let's see. This and this. Okay. So we just keep doing this, and then maybe next week we'll have fun laying them out. How's that sound? Okay. So here we go. Joanne, I have lost so many socks. I know. Oh, you've knit so many socks? I finally. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Oh. Oh, I'm so jealous. Of course you knit socks. You're in Vermont. There's another one. That's a fun one. We use our pillowcases that we make every Christmas, or seem to anyway. And Deb does bags that are amazing. Fully lined, fully finished on the inside. Here we go. So we're getting a pile here. Pretty fun. Did I do that wrong? I did, but I'm going to leave it. This square should be in the middle. But that's okay. It's just another one. I think it will be fine. Well, I think we've accomplished quite a bit tonight. I'm so glad you're out there. 1, 2, 3. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Carol, have a new hobby for you. Remember the paint by number? Now they have diamond art paint. You make a picture using rhinestones instead of using paint. I might try this. Definitely you should. I've seen that. Diamond dots. Carol Lewin over in the UK. She works in a hobby store, and she's talked about that too. I'll tell you what, Carol, you go first. Oh, I'm so glad you're all out there. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend. I think I'm going to call it quits for tonight. Have a wonderful weekend. Okay, says Carol. That's awesome. And do something you love, do something you're good at, and do something for someone else. You'll feel so good. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'll see my patrons tomorrow on Open Sew. Bye.